Okay, this is part two. Part two of the dungeon. Now, there is a secret hidden enemy that can hide in some various spots around here. We're gonna have a look around for him, but he can spawn in many, many, many places. Otherwise, we're just entering Wailing Caverns and we're just killing guys. There are a couple introductory quests here, including killing a stealth goblin, getting some deviant hides, which is what these enemies are. They're deviates. Damn it, he took it from us. Yeah. Unfortunate. We are fighting the Horde. Not really fighting them. We are competing with the Horde. Should be good to kind of just go through here. And we're just going to continue on. I can make some slightly bigger pulls because I'm quite over-leveled. Typically you don't kill these guys, but we're waiting for someone to join us. Gotta go back to the start, because this guy is kind of useless, but that's fine. Right. Let's check respawns. This guy can spawn in a few spots. May have to come back later. But he's typically stealthed. Nope, not here. This is just for an introductory quest, though. I am learning squirrel. Got a mechanical squirrel pattern. Alright, we are in Wailing Caverns proper. I don't suspect. Yeah, I don't suspect any major issues. I'm a little bit hesitant about this warrior. My vibes detection is a little bit off.
Need more rage.
BRB 1 minute. My vibes detection is off. So I'm comfortable, but I'm not necessarily feeling it. I'm just gonna pull this one, and it's alright if we don't. I can probably solo this guy.
Rage. Need more rage.
Okay. That's a single. I'm a little bit worried about this ectoplasm. I don't know if this guy clones. So something to be mindful of here. You just saw it, but these enemies can call for help. So you can see it in the bottom right or bottom left hand corner. Deviate Guardian lets out a shriek calling for help. It is a noteworthy and big radius, so you pull everything far back, especially the blue dinosaurs. You get to this part, send me a message saying blue dinosaurs are little bitches. Because they are. basically almost everything that can go wrong. I'd say half of everything that goes wrong in this dungeon is because of the blue dinosaurs. Right, same deal. It's a blue dinosaur, so we're pulling it all the way back. Take Root of the Fang there. Gonna bring him back. Now, these guys are ranged. Whoa. 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 Okay, okay. Took him a while. So we're gonna hide behind a rock, as you can see. And because we hide behind a rock and break line of sight, it forces him to come to us. And managing your line of sight is essential. It is absolutely essential. You can see this little thing here. I'm gonna pull everything back. Everything I do is basically gonna get pulled back behind here. Okay. Same thing here. See how he's casting, but he can't cast because of the wall? Okay, so we're safe here, so we can just go in. Nothing around me. Okay, some more blue dinosaurs. Now, this is a big pack of blue dinosaurs, so we're going to pull this back. Across the bridge. Now, this is going to call for help, and it's going to trigger this one. Yep, you can see how big that range is. It is a huge range. It is a massive range. So this is about the minimum range we have to be. Oh no, no, it was worse. We have to pull these far back. You can see. That's why it's important to pull them so far back. I'm gonna pull this guy too. And we'll get him over here. So I'm just switching between taunting, which is your growl, and my equivalent to maul. I'm gonna do the same thing here. I'm gonna pull both of these. And have them come all the way back. Okay. Buddy, don't do that. That's... Don't freeze him in place. I'm going to pull these guys together into one spot and then pull them back. These guys are CCing without any idea of the consequences of crowd controlling them. This is a fun little tanking fact, but if you have your enemies all stacked up like this, oh, there's a boss there. Okay, we're gonna have to be really mindful of the boss. But if you have your enemies all stacked up like that, just because of how optimal it is to have them like that, DPS can increase by up to 20%. I think the number is like around 10 to 15% if your DPS are unoptimal. So you kind of want to have your guys stacked. Pulling back. Ready? I'm gonna always ask ready before my bosses.
None can stand against the serpent lords. More rage.
Terrible. Alright. This is not great. I have to pull them back a little bit more. Not bad. Boss didn't drop anything. Right. Oh, now we're doing cleanup here. We have to kill a couple of these deviant ravagers. Oh, someone got a snakeskin bag. It's the guy that I said would be problematic. Alright. Put these guys over here.
Not enough rage.
Alright, this part is always messy. I am going to do a triple pull over here. Drag these guys all the way back.
Not enough
So don't do that. That's one of the ways that DPS can fuck stuff up. But that's like 3 strikes against this against this warrior. As the tank, you are going to be the first one that probably dies if something goes wrong, so I am putting myself on the line for these people. If I don't feel comfortable, I can say something, or I can just say, hey guys, I'm not doing this, and then I click my Hearthstone and I leave. Because if I'm not comfortable, I can just not be there. So up here, it's vipers and some more druids. The druids, we can just do this, where I pull them back like this. Breaking line of sight. Not every object has line of sight considerations, but a considerable number do. Up here I'm just gonna charge this, because there's no real concern about pulling them back. Right, we're gonna wait for mana for a bit. Right, and I guess we'll go. Could have pulled this back behind a corner, but we have a mage who can polymorph. And now we have 2. Alright, so we're in a bit of danger. The healer is out of mana and did not drink, but that's alright. We're just gonna hit this guy. We will roll. Right, 8 slaughter. Nice. They're giving me trouble. They are taking the piss. I think I'm just gonna put these guys on a blacklist. If anything else happens this dungeon, I'm just gonna blacklist these guys and step away. Clearing as we have been is kind of messy, but that guy's gonna get polymorphed probably. Or we'll get aggroed like that. Okay, nice. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trying to just sort things in my inventory. Right, let's do this. Nice. Like before, there are elites and non-elites. We'll go up here, and we're approaching a boss. Third elite. This is a big pull over here. There are way too many dudes. So I'm just gonna wait for this guy to come through. Right, big pull. That guy on the right is gonna get polymorphed, probably. Okay. I tried to intercept. I tried to intercept.
More range. Not enough range.
I do not like this group. All right. Here we go. Ready? No. No. We gotta know.
Need more range.
Okay, got it ready. No, no. What?
I need to get closer. More range. Not enough range.
Think I'm gonna. Yeah. No, I think I'm finished. Everyone here is going on the blacklist. Literally everyone. Um, not, not, not even gonna try. I don't like how they were acting. I don't like how dangerous they were being. They were pulling things. They are underleveled. They were making bad decisions. And, well, yes, I perhaps messed up and pulled like a 3 or 4 at the beginning. Them just brushing it off was ridiculous. And unfortunately, you have to make those calls, right? Because you're responsible. You're in charge. You have to say enough is enough and learn to back off. If something you see doesn't make you feel comfortable, you can express it, but I expressed my discomfort multiple times in that dungeon. I said, hey, sorry about that, you know, and I identified that the guys have a big reach. We identified a few points with them separating mobs, pulling aggro before enemies got there. It culminated in a situation, and they decided to try and take the piss out of me. It's okay to take the piss a bit, but, you know, when you're playing with characters that have, like, let's see, I've played for 27 hours. It kind of gets to a point where, you have to say to yourself, hey, you know, maybe we don't throw away 27 hours of work. Anyway, that's a interesting takeaway. I hope you learned something from this, even if it's not like the full dungeon. I'll do the full dungeon later.